Hello everyone, my name is Tatiana Caceres and I am a teacher candidate at Grand Canyon University at the College of Education. My time at GCU as well as in the field of student teaching has truly helped me grow both individually and professionally into the educator I one day aspire to be. During my time in student teaching, I have had the great pleasure of working with students who have IEPs, 504 plans, who are physically disabled, on the autistic spectrum, as well as who are gifted. Each of these students has played a role in helping shape my own personal philosophy in the classroom. I have learned from these students how to make modifications and accommodations as needed to meet the each diverse learning needs of each student. I have also learned to hold each of my students to realistic expectations in the classroom as well. In the classroom, one of the greatest tools a teacher can use is technology. Technology can be used in various different forms, including Google Drive, which includes Google Forms, Google Sheets, Google Slides, as well as Google Docs. Each of these tools can be used to help students learn and grow as students. Another resource I use in technology is Kahoot. Kahoot is a great way to incorporate gamification in the classroom by creating games such as quizzes for students to play that help them be a little bit more interactive in the classroom and still learn something new. Another tool I love to use in the classroom regarding technology is YouTube. YouTube is a great resource for teachers and students alike. It is a way for students to learn while getting that visual aid, as well as for students to also be able to hear in case they are visually impaired. And for students who are hearing impaired, teachers can place subtitles on the screen as well to help them still be able to understand the content being taught. Teachers can also search a variety of different topics and lessons on YouTube to help their students better understand in the classroom or even at home. As educators, it is our job to be ethically and legally responsible in our profession. As educators, we are legally and ethically responsible for upholding all procedures, all policies, laws, and regulations relevant to our professional practice regardless of our personal views. It is also imperative that we show compassion in the classroom. I have done this by having students come to me and confide in self-harm, in personal experiences at home, as well as in feelings of dropping out of high school. Each of these times, I have had to show compassion as well as be an advocate for education and my students' success by showing them compassion and care. It is also important to remember that we are servants. We are servants of our students, of their families, and of our communities that we are a part of as educators. It is also important to remember that we also need to promote human flourishing. And what that means in human flourishing, that means that we are providing our students with the foundations and the tools that they need to be successful and to achieve greatness in the classroom as well as individuals in society. It is also important to remember that service is one of the great pillars of the values of the College of Education, as well as leading and learning. As educators, we need to remember that we are always constantly learning something new, whether it is something in our field, something about ourselves, or about our students. It is also important that we remember that we lead by example, and that we are the example that our students follow. As an educator, I have learned so much during my time in student teaching from my students and from my mentors and colleagues through collaboration and discussion, and I sincerely hope that I can leave my students with the tools and resources that they need to go into the world as members of society to be successful in their future endeavors. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day.